Hey everyone, this is Social Dissonance, also known as Shepard, and this will be a bow and arrow tutorial for Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. So, this weapon differs a lot from the bow guns in that it's like a very mobile weapon. So, with the weapon out, you're moving at, well, pretty much full speed. And even when you're charging it up, you're moving at full speed as well. And so you can just let the shots out really, really quickly. You fire, and then, roll to the side, fire and roll to the side. And actually, it has a quick hop as well. Oh my god, how many times can you hop backwards? Oh, I gotta test this out. In any case, it also has a sword attack as well. If you press circle, you have a sword. You can actually draw into the sword as well. I think if you hold R, triangle, and circle, you'll draw into a sword attack. I don't think you're going to cut any tails with that, but you might help cut some tails with that. And you can hop backwards an infinite number of times, so have fun with that. Otherwise, the thing that makes the bow special is it has different attacks depending on the level of the charge it has, and depending on the armor set, you might even be able to unlock a 4th level as well. So there's going to be some things different with this set than with other sets. It has both focus, which causes the charge to happen a lot faster, and it also has load up, which unlocks that last level of shot. So in that case, the first 2 shots are scatter shot level 2 and scatter shot level 3. The next 2 are rapid shot level 3 followed by rapid shot level 4. Not only are those shots more damaging because they add more arrows, but just depending on the base level of the charge anyways, you'll start doing more damage. Otherwise, you can add various coatings. Oh, and one more thing, there are pierce shot as well. And in case I'm mistaken, there's just pierce, scatter, and rapid. I haven't encountered any others, but we'll know as the game progresses if anything else pops up. Otherwise, there are a number of shots. I don't have all of the coatings here, but the base coating is power, which just makes your arrows more powerful. Poison, which they usually give you at the beginning of a mission. It just poisons a monster if you hit them with enough arrows, followed by paralysis. Sleep, you should be familiar with these 3 already anyways. And even exhaust arrows as well. Otherwise, any coatings I don't have, I don't think I have razor coatings, which could be used at close range. I think there may even be slicing coatings. Could be wrong, that would help cut tails. Followed by paint coatings, which would just help paint the monster. And there might even be tranquilizer coatings, but I didn't really check for those. And I guess I'll just explain one last attack type. If you're aiming the arrow, which you can do by holding down R, if you charge up to level 3 or higher, you'll get this little red pointing arrow. If you press circle, you'll unleash like a siege attack, which, depending on the type of arrow, will be a different attack. For this bow and arrow set, I actually get like some sort of missile. So that's pretty cool. Apparently this is the way to do KO damage to monsters. I haven't experimented with it much yet. I think we might try it on one of these little guys in here to see if it KOs them right away. Poor unsuspecting Kelby. Yeah, you can see right there, there's a little KO effect. So not only can you use it to possibly KO monsters, I've never tried it, but at the very least you'll be doing exhaust damage to them in the process. Otherwise, just focus on your shots in a very, rapid sense. Make full use of all of the various coatings that you have. I certainly am. I'm going to start off with poison. Then I'm going to save paralysis and sleep against this guy. By the way, this is Jinouga, the title monster for the game, for when he charges up. Because once he's charged up, you're going to want to use your various status coatings to help bring him back down to a normal state. And the way you apply coatings is by pressing triangle and circle at the same time. I had not mentioned that earlier, which I don't think I did. And the ideal range for the bow and arrow is closer than you'd get for pierce, but not much farther than you'd get away from normal 2. About this range is probably good. Now that was too close. And the only downside is occasionally you need to kind of like chill out for a while, wait for your stamina to fill back up. Not that big of a deal. Just something to keep in mind. Okay, so we have him poisoned. We're going to switch out. We might put on some power coatings. Oh, this is a good time. Good job, guys. And we're going to try and land these attacks as much on his head as possible. Oops. Sorry, cats. Well, that might have been a good time to let out the siege attack. Oh, wow. See, and it knocked him right out of there. You can see how powerful it is. It's very powerful. Again, I'm not fully aware of the damage difference between a fully charged shot and what the siege shot might be. You can see it's really bad when you're low on stamina and he started to charge up like that. Just have to kind of deal with it. It's another case where focus is a big help because we end up using less stamina. But if we had like a mega dash juice, it would be most ideal. I don't know if that's going to hit him. It did. Good. And he's got a lot of breaks, but without a blade, we're not going to be able to get the biggest one, which is the tail. Although maybe the most helpful is breaking the horns, which should be broken. Oh, Cha-Cha just ate all those arrows. Guess we're going to take this chance. We're going to go ahead and, well, not only get hit by him, but I was going to say switch over to sleep coatings. Okay. I need to focus a little bit more. Oh, no. Yeah, of course, that's the worst part of getting Thunder Blight is the fact that you get stunned, like, very easily. And I just got stuck in a corner. It's a good thing he just decided to become completely disinterested in me, because I would have died. And if I remember correctly, he's actually really hard to put to sleep. Like, you got to use your full 20 coatings to get him out. Actually, a case I'm actually kind of happy the Bullfongo hit me. They do a lot less damage than Jinouga. Just a quick note about the application of status effects and even the elemental hit. The way it was in Unite was, depending on the level of the charge, kind of added not necessarily a multiplier, but a reduction. So if you're using level 1 charge shots, it might actually not inflict the full amount of status and or elemental status coatings and or elemental. And I'm sorry this is being horrible, but this is like the 12th fight I've done in a row now. I've been talking for like 3 hours, so I'm getting a little tired. But we're gonna persevere. So I get like dominated by Jinouga. Good eye. That was a decent evasion through that. Okay, so now he's finally ready to fall asleep. I'm gonna go ahead and put some bombs right here. Go ahead and load up. Oh no, that Bullfongo almost woke him up. And now he's in pretty decent shape. Be beat up. Alright, I think that's him weak. We might switch over to paralysis, I guess. Because I don't think he's been paralyzed yet. He's probably fairly resistant to paralysis now that I think about it. But we'll use this pitfall trap that they gave us. Again, that was probably meant to be used when he was fully charged like that. I don't know if that got him or not. Trying to get him. That definitely got him. Because we even saw the little spark from the KO on it. Oh, wow. Okay, that was pretty easy. And so in general, you can find out the coatings the weapon can use by looking at the last page there. This one can actually use all of them. That's actually why I got it. I don't know what that means. I think that last page might be what the siege fire does. Or the artillery strike does. And we can see here we broke his head. I think you can also break his claws and his back, but I didn't do a very good job at that. In general, this was a very sloppy run, but I hope you can all forgive me. The armor set is pretty good, though. Big pointy hat. So all in all, I hope these weapon tutorials have helped give you a little insight as to what the new weapons and monsters are like in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. If you've enjoyed these videos or any of my other videos about either Monster Hunter Portable 3rd or Monster Hunter Tri, I'd like to ask that you would import the game using the referral link that I've posted in the description for all these videos. And not only would it show Capcom support from Western audiences, it would also show support for the videos that I do. So please go ahead and do that. But otherwise, until next time, this is Social Dissonance, also known as Shepard, saying good luck and have a good hunt.